Can you accept that we are not alone in the universe? This is the question that many people who are interested in UFOs, UAPs, aliens, and so on are automatically going to say that yes, of course, obviously, I am going to be able to accept that easily and so on. But I think that many people say that they can accept that we are not alone in the universe because they don't really understand what it means. You know, for me, it's very similar to say that there is 100 billion stars in a Milky Way galaxy. But when I say this, like so, that there is 100 billion stars, I don't have the emotion that is going to be able to capture this gigantic galaxy. You know, for me, it's just a number that I cannot imagine, and I cannot even imagine like 10,000 planets like Earth with oceans, with history, with bacterial life, maybe with complex life, and so on. So when I say there is 100 billion stars, it's just random, not random, but it's just a number in my mind. But I would have to meditate extremely deeply to be just able to comprehend this, like 1% of this size of the galaxy and the number of the stars. And I think very similar thing is happening with the aliens, because we say that we can accept aliens very easily, but probably you didn't think that much about what that would mean. Because if we find aliens, or if the aliens are going to come here, or if they are already here, and they would be from our galaxy, it would mean that on average, every single galaxy in the universe is going to have some kind of aliens. You know, there are levels of aliens. You may have like microbes, you may have some animals, or you may have something as intelligent as humans or more. And if we are going to find aliens in our galaxy, which is going to be like not related to our life, like aliens that evolved independently from humans and so on, then if you have at least 2 intelligent aliens in one galaxy, probably all galaxies on average are going to have aliens. And that would mean trillions of aliens and so on. And I consider myself to be very open-minded. I am open-minded to aliens. I am open-minded that they are here. I am open-minded that consciousness is not generated by the brain. I am open-minded that there are some entities, that there are parallel universes, and so on. But I am not like saying that it is like so. I am also open-minded that there is no life after death and so on. But for me, when I really deeply think about the aliens, which is really hard to think about that deeply, it's not that easy to accept it or to comprehend it. Because if you have trillions of aliens in the universe, there may be anything in there, you know, like any shape, any size, anything that you have seen in some movies, and not movies about the aliens, but, you know, imagine a movie, Harry Potter, and there was this little Dobby. It could be that there are planets where are intelligent creatures and they look like Dobby. You know, why not? They are probably not going to have magical powers like Dobby, but you can have creatures, real creatures, not our imagination, Not that we are talking about spirits, but we are talking about something we know is real. We know that there are all of these planets. We know that those numbers are, something that we cannot comprehend. And there can be something that is like a Dobby, or that is like any creature that you can imagine, and it may be real. Here on Earth, we have so many different animals, so many weird ocean creatures, and so on. So when we talk about animals, there can be any animal in the universe, but that's not that, scary because it's just an animal. But when you are going to think about aliens, like as intelligent as humans or more, and that they can be big, they can be small, they can look, there can be anything, anything, almost anything can be possible in an alien life in the universe. And for me, it's like, it's very hard to say if the aliens are here. I am almost sure, like 99.999999999% sure that we are not alone in the universe, but that doesn't automatically mean that they are already here. But you have all of these UFOs, UAPs hearings, and you have so many people with high credentials talking about, these alien crafts that we have and so on. And, once I would have this as 100% proof, it would be maybe easier to accept it. Now, when I don't really know, because we have so many people who are saying that the US or maybe other nations have these reverse engineering programs, but at the same time, we don't have any archaeological finding of anything. So for me, it's like, I would say that maybe 60-70% I am convinced that we have aliens, but I am not 100. But when I was watching some interviews with these whistleblowers, and then I was like thinking that, okay, this is real, we have aliens, they are here. It was like very difficult emotion for me to comprehend that it is actually real, that some being which are not humans, which are intelligent as humans or more or way more, and they are physical. You may have some AI and so on, but these whistleblowers, they also talk about bodies, about pilots of these crafts and so on. And for me, it's like, as open-minded as I may be, it's hard to comprehend. It's hard to accept, because we as a society, we are living in a place that we are alone. Like basically, we are searching for the life, but mostly humans, we don't think that much about aliens, and we take for granted that there is a chance that we are alone, And because we have this paradigm in which we think we are alone, it's hard to comprehend that we are not alone, and that if there was some God, I do not want to go to religion, but if there was some God and he would have, or she would have, a favorite species, Earth wouldn't be in a top million favorite species of for God. Maybe not even in top 100 million. Maybe we wouldn't be in the top 100 billion favorite species of God. I don't want to go to this topic because If there is a God, he may not have preferences and so on. But just to say that Earth may not be in top 100 billion most important planets in the universe. And like it's not about us. It's like we are completely irrelevant in a cosmic scale and so on. And it is something that is hard to accept because it's hard to comprehend. Because it's, you may have aliens that look completely different from us, and you may have aliens that look very similar to us. I don't know which is more scary. I don't know if it's more scary that you have aliens that look completely different, or if you have aliens that look almost as we are, Because it would be really scary if there was a planet where they have buildings, where they have cars, where they have, electricity, where they have, bicycle, that is, it's pretty possible that they have some kind of bicycle somewhere or something, So, yeah. So, I am not talking directly to you. We are all different. So maybe you may accept it easily, maybe not. I just want to, say that it may not be that easy to accept because we accept it out of lack of imagination and out of lack of comprehension. And if we really, really deeply meditate about this, we may find that it may not be that easy to accept and comprehend. And I am talking about open-minded people. Then imagine how hard it would be to comprehend this or accept this for people who are close-minded or who are in some extreme religious or something. But yeah, this is just my opinion. Your opinion may be different, but yeah. Thank you. Have a nice day and goodbye.